Ladies and gentlemen, the first game of the Chess World Championship is in. We have Gukesh with the white pieces, the young challenger, and the favorite one to win. And then, on the other side, we have Dingley Ren with the black pieces, the reigning champion. So, let's crack on. The game starts with e4. And then we have e6, the French defense by Dingley Ren. No one was expecting that. d4 going for the center, d5, c3, f6, the classical French defense. We have e5 attacking the knight, and the knight retrieves to d7. We have e5, and then Ding attacks the center with c5. The knight retrieves back to defend the pawn, and we have c6 with the knight. We have c3 protecting or adding another layer of defense to the pawn, and we have a5. Look at the time. Dingley Ren is in trouble. He has spent half an hour thinking, and Gukesh hasn't thought yet. Dingley Ren is in trouble. We have knight to f3, and we have then a4. Look at the time. Dingley Ren is taking his sweet time. We have bishop to e3, bishop to e7, g4 going for a kingside attack, and then we have queen to a5 pinning the pawn to the king. And once again, look at the time. Gukesh hasn't thought, and Dingley Ren has thought for 50 minutes. We have bishop to g2, and then we have a3, trying to undermine the position of Gukesh. We have b3, and then pawn takes d4. We have a zugzwang targeting the queen, and then we'll have this. There we go. The knight moves to b6, and we have castle by Gukesh. That same knight keeps on his journey to c4, targeting the bishop. The bishop retrieves, and then we have bishop to d7, developing the last minor piece of Dingley Ren. We have queen to e2, and knight takes knight. Knight takes knight again, and we have b2. The queen slides forward to e3, and then we have c8, pressuring the pawn. We have rook to c1, and we have queen to c4, trying to infiltrate. We have pawn to f5 and queen to d3. If you look at the engine now, it's showing 0.5, 0.6, but if you let it run, it's looking much worse. We have queen to e1, and now we have bishop to g5 targeting the rook. The rook obviously doesn't let himself be taken and slides forward once, and then we have rook to c4. h4, keep attacking the king side, and we have bishop to a4 and queen to b1. What does this mean? A free pawn for Dingley Ren. And now look at the time. We went from Dingley Ren having no time at all to Dingley Ren being up on time and up a pawn. Incredible. We have pawn takes pawn and pawn takes pawn. The knight retrieves to e2, and we have the queen taking on e5. The knight takes the bishop, the queen takes the knight. The queen slides forward, and then Dingley Ren offers an exchange of queens. Obviously, he is up 2 pawns, but Gukesh refuses, and then we have castle by Dingley Ren, and this pressure is real. We have bishop to d4 targeting the pawn, and we have d3 by Dingley Ren. The queen slides forward, and then we have rook takes rook with check. The bishop takes and starts pinning the knight to the queen. And then Ding finds the only move, e5. The bishop takes, and then we have queen to g4, check. The bishop defends, and then Ding moves his own bishop to defend his knight. This bishop comes back so that this bishop is no longer under pen from the queen, and we have e4 by Ding pressuring that exact same bishop. King moves, and then we have h6, having a nice little space for the king so that there are no back rank mates. We have bishop to e3 targeting the queen. The queen goes back, and look at the evaluation. Things are not looking good for Gukesh and amazing for Ding Liren. We have bishop to d6 and c2 check. The king moves, and now Ding Liren is up 3 pawns. And after e6 check and king to h8, Gukesh resigned. His king is in the center, and he's 3 pawns down, and this pawn is very, very close to promotion. What a game this was. Wow. So that's how it starts. And let me tell you, this hasn't happened in so long. For someone to win with the black pieces on the first game, incredible. Incredible. It hasn't happened in decades. Amazing game. I hope you enjoyed, and please leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought of the game. Thank you so much. Take care.